For my second story, I'd like to tell you about Canadian geese. Now, Canadian geese are migratory birds, meaning they fly south for the winter and north for the summer. These flights are often 2,000 to 3,000 miles long. In order to be able to fly that far, they developed a V-shaped formation that increases the distance they can fly in a day by up to 70%. That means a single goose, if it can fly 300 miles in a day, a group of geese can fly 510 miles in the same amount of time. Now, you don't need to learn the aeronautical principles behind why this works. Now, being a commercial pilot, I could explain it to you, but I'm not going to waste your time with that right now. What I want you to see is what happened when they worked together as a team rather than just working by themselves. Finally, I want to tell you about building a skyscraper. Let's say I offered you a $10 million prize if you could build a skyscraper for me. The only catch? You had to do it all by yourself with no help. Now let's say I'm a nice guy and I provided you with all the materials and all the equipment that you could possibly need to get the job done. All I ask you to do is build a single skyscraper by yourself and I'd give you $10 million. Now let me save you the mental strain of trying to calculate this scenario. My money would be safe because you would never be able to build a single skyscraper all by yourself in your entire lifetime. Even if you had 2 lifetimes, you would still be unable to complete the task. Yet, a group of architects, engineers, and construction workers can assemble one in about a year. Now, it doesn't take much figuring to realize that when people work together, there's far more power to do things than when people work by themselves. Synergy is the term used to describe how when people work together, their efforts aren't just added together, they're multiplied. Groups that work together can get way more done as a team than they could as individuals. So number 2, what will synergy do for me? Well, when a team learns how to work together, they'll be able to score more points, make bigger plays, create more defensive turnovers, win more games, and beat more powerful teams than they ever could dream of playing only as individuals. So the third and final question, how do I develop synergy on my team? Well, there are 4 steps that you can take today to start developing synergy on your team. Let's walk through them. And grab a piece of paper and a pen and write this down or type them out on your computer. Step number 1, start by telling your team 1 or 2 of the stories above. This will open the door for them to be receptive to some of the next steps. Number 2, convince your team that their individual success depends on the success of each of the other players on their team. Teach them how they must work together if they want to be champions. Describe how they can beat teams that are bigger, stronger, and faster if they will unite together and work as one. Number 3, give your team a clear, easy to understand game plan. Get them all on the same page working toward the same goal. And number 4, open up communication by teaching them how to communicate on the field. Now you can see our communication video to learn how to teach them about vocal tone, clarity, volume, intensity, etc. Also use our list of common terms for your specific sport. If you see the report section in our free area on the website, you can download that report about common terminology for your sport. Make sure your team knows how to communicate and they know the right verbiage so they can communicate the most in the shortest amount of time. Using these 4 simple steps, you can start developing synergy on your team and accomplishing things you never could do on your own. Again, this is Lyndon. Thanks for watching MindOfAChampionSports.com videos. We'll see you soon.